For our appetizer, I have paired a La Colle Grenache Rosé with a toasted garlic butter baguette with apple brie and prosciutto. I think they pair very well together because this rosé that was grown in the Southern Valley near the Columbia River is very fruity and crisp, so I think it really sits well with the crunch of the baguette pairing with the juiciness and the crisp taste of the apple. And then the prosciutto and the cheese just kind of evens everything out, but I think this is paired very well together.
Nice. So yeah, for ours, we choose to do a lemon shrimp pasta with zucchini, and that's paired with La Bella Pinot Grigio. And this is an Italian wine, and you can see the label there. It's 12% alcohol and from the northeast of Italy. And pasta, of course, very famous in Italy. And so we thought that that was where we would start since they are from around the same place. And as per usual, this Pinot Grigio is pretty acidic and has a large body, no tannins, and is fairly dry, but kind of smooth at the same time. And like I said, this one is from the northeast of Italy, and it is a still wine, so it doesn't have any effervescence, and it has a floral and herbaceous nose. It's also pretty delicate, which is part of why we went for the seafood instead of a chicken or a beef or anything like that. And I thought it best paired with the lemon pasta because it is so acidic that it kind of complements the acidity of the wine. And yeah, even with the lemon, the wine is still more sweet and acidic than the dish, and the food is light enough that it doesn't overshadow kind of the really delicate nature of the wine. And then this one also has a pretty mineral aftertaste, which goes with the seafood.
Hi, I'm doing the entree portion for our project, and I chose to pair a steak with a Cabernet Sauvignon by Josh Cellars. This wine is based out of California. The cellar is there, and so we're gonna have a warmer climate, kind of bigger bodied wine. You can definitely sense the earthy tones in this wine as well, and you can see the high tannin. So this wine is definitely more bitter, and my goal with the steak was to make it pretty juicy, medium rare, so that those flavors will kind of contrast and make it so that the juiciness and the fatness of the steak will kind of pair really well with that bitterness, and they'll kind of cancel each other out. Yeah, and definitely as you taste that wine, the cab after the steak, it definitely goes down smoother. It's a little bit easier on your palate, and it kind of leaves your palate wanting more in that order, right? So you're gonna take a sip of the wine, and then you'll have steak and then wine, and your palate is like, oh, give me more of that because it's so pleasing, and the wine goes down like much softer and smoother for sure.
So I decided to do the dessert, which was an apple with lemon, and then I chose Chateau Saint Michelle dry Riesling as the wine. And then, so this is a very dry, highly acidic wine with very little sweetness, so it pairs well with the sweetness of the apple, and it's not like masking the light nature of the wine. So when you pair it with a simple food with high sweetness and acidity, it'll enhance the acidity of the wine, and the sourness of the lemon will balance the acidity and bring out the sweetness of the fruit, which is what I really picked up when I was tasting it. There was a really nice balance between the fruit and the wine.
All right, so for dessert, we did a strawberry cheesecake ice cream bar and a rosé. Not only do these look well together, but they complement each other very well. This rosé is a barefoot spritzer, and it is a raspberry with a hint of pomegranate. The berries together sounds like a weird combination, but it fits very well. The sweetness, the rosé is a soft, dry rosé with a hint of effervescence, which is perfect for cutting the richness of the ice cream. This rosé Also, as being drier, it helps with the sweetness of the ice cream as well.